This is the Get On Deck show with George, and I'm here with two of the deckhands who are the boat launchers for the city of Peekskill, Sammy
Sam Piamonte.
and Joe, number one Yankee fan,
DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. We're here. I'm here today for the official launching of the Evening Star, the boat that goes out, the guide boat.
Yeah.
But we're here at the beautiful Riverfront Green, and isn't it beautiful down here?
It's always
in
beautiful
Peekskill?
down here, and the people that come down are great too.
And the great guys who launch the boats, like the number one Yankee fan, Joe, over here. What's your last name, Joe?
Santangelo.
Santangelo and Piamonte.
Piamonte.
And this is George on
Italians.
deck, and a Czechoslovakian. But we're here. It's a beautiful day, and people should come down to Peekskill. They don't realize how beautiful the Riverfront Green is. I see a beautiful American flag flying there. And
That's your protege,
I just
American flag, right?
just wanted to thank both of you guys for being part of the Get
Anytime.
On Deck show with George. And Joe, good luck to the Yankees this year.
They ain't going.
This is George on Deck. We're back on that show, Get On Deck with George, and it's very apropos today because we will be getting on deck on the Evening Star with Mary Pat Driscoll, the owner of the boat. How are you today, Mary Pat?
Very good. It's a gorgeous day on the river.
And why I'm doing this, you have a very historic boat here. It's a tour boat, I know, out of Peekskill now, but didn't it once serve on the Erie Canal with the Coast Guard?
It was serving on the Erie Canal when it was first decommissioned by the Coast Guard, but its first job was tending buoys on Long Island Sound out of New Haven, Connecticut.
Wow, how many years has it been doing that altogether?
It was built in 1966 and decommissioned by the Coast Guard in the late 1980s, and then ended up on the canal, and that's where I found it.
And what made you decide to come to the historic town of Peekskill, New York, at this beautiful waterfront green that most of my viewers don't even know about?
It is beautiful here, and the way I discovered it is when I came, I was running a tour boat in Manhattan, and in the fall we'd come up to the Hudson Highlands for our fall foliage cruises. Fell in love with this area. I said if I can ever get my own boat, this is where I'm coming. And now we've been 4 years in Peekskill, and it is just a wonderful home port for us.
And I hear you do cruises up the Hudson, seeing historic Bear Mountain Bridge and
That's right.
West Point.
Yes, our
you do that?
sightseeing cruises go as far as West Point.
Do you do that every day of the week during
Wednesday-
the summer?
Wednesday through Sunday, we do our tours.
And I hear you have a short tour that's about an hour long and one about 3 hours long.
Yeah, we have lots of a variety of tours, so it gives everybody an opportunity to get out on the river because it's just such a wonderful river to see.
And are you the captain of the ship?
I am. I'm the captain. I have one backup captain who also comes in about every 6 weeks and does a weekend for me. But it's I love doing it, so every day
And
I'm
at
out
the end
here.
of the show, I'm going to ask you to, my viewers, if they want to know more about the boat and how they can have a ride on it, can you give them a website?
Sure,
In
sure.
fact, you could do that right
Yeah,
now
it's
if you want.
trinitycruises.com.
And
And you can buy tickets online on the website.
And also, do you have a phone number people could call in case they're interested in knowing about the historics of this boat?
Sure, it's 914-589-7773.
So what more do you have to tell me about the cruise ship or Coast Guard boat? What do you call it actually?
It's a boat. Ship is
sightseeing.
bigger. Sightseeing
Something
boat.
like the Circle Line.
Yeah, and this is just perfect for this stretch of the river because it's an open deck boat with the canopy cover, so you're in the shade, but you're right on the water. You feel like you're really experiencing
In
the
about
river.
15 minutes when we start the cruise, George will truly be on
On
deck.
deck.
You'll have on deck, and you're on the
Good.
Get On Deck show. Now, the only time I can do this other than this is when I'm playing baseball.
When
I
you're
can
on
be
deck.
on deck and at bat at the same time, and I can be the only person who does that.
Well, you should have a comedy show. You're a good comedian.
So I'm looking forward to the cruise with
Good.
you, your crew, and all the guests you're going to have.
Thank you.
So
Welcome
I'll see
aboard.
you during the ship. And
Thank
I'm so
you.
formally dressed, I'm going to have to strip down now to my
Get some
shorts.
shorts on.
And
It's a hot day out
so
there.
it's great having you
Thank
on the
you,
George
George.
Ondek Show. Thank you. So it's been a great day on the Hudson. I'm glad you were all on deck and aboard with George today, the Get on Deck George show. The Evening Star, there was a beautiful sail. And until next time, get on deck with George and really get on deck with the Evening Star out of Peekskill, New York. And you can see all these lovely people here getting on the next tour. Hi, how you doing? They're about to board for the evening cruise. Again, I urge my viewers, get on deck with George and truly get on deck on the Evening Star boat out of Peekskill, New York from Riverfront Green. Till next time, sail on, viewers. Good evening, my viewers. This is George on Deck with the latest edition of the Get on Deck with George show. I'm doing another one of my Slice of Life shows, and I'm in beautiful downtown Peekskill on Bank Street, and I'm with a handsome man here, Bernie. What's your name?
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand Aiello.
Call me Ferdy like you usually do, George.
Okay, he's an old friend too, by the way. Ferdy, I can call you Ferdy, right?
Call me anything you want.
But don't call me late for lunch, okay? But Ferdy organized, how many years ago, a flea market here in downtown Peekskill?
This is our 12th year.
And we're sort of doing a symbolic ribbon cutting ceremony today. I know you've been open about 2 months, is that correct?
Yes.
So we're still going to do a ribbon cutting ceremony so my vast audience can realize we have this great flea market in Peekskill.
All right, thank you.
what made you get the idea to start something like this, Ferdy?
I've been salvaging and antiquing all my life, and I thought it was a good idea, good way to recycle.
I heard that you alone organized this, and over the years it has now become a success. What would you say? You get 30 or 40 vendors every Sunday?
About that.
And
And
when-
I can't take all the credit. My late friend Sue DeGregory also
Yeah, she
started this with
She
us.
was a fine person. She owned Sue's. What was the
The
name? of the store?
Retrovato in Peekskill, yeah.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
And you have to give a little credit to the BID of
Oh, yes, of course.
Skill.
Right,
They work with you on
we
this.
I found them as a sponsor, and they've been very supportive.
And my audience, you've seen a different George Ondek. You see this nice chapeau I have on? In another place, it would probably cost $30 or $40 or $50. But at this flea market, I was able to obtain a brand new hat at $5. So you all ought to come on down and get the bargains in Peekskill.
Looks good on you, George.
Ferdy, how long is this open?
It's every Sunday from 8 to 4, from April to November.
April to November.
And they can call. We have a website. They can call to find out how to be a vendor.
Look into
also.
the camera. What is your website, sir?
It's www.downtownpeekskill.com,
And is that
and you
the
click on flea market.
Is
Sorry.
that the best way to contact you? Do you have
Yes,
a phone?
yes.
Do you
My-
have a phone number as well where people might
Bid
want-
has an office phone number, and
Come over here.
my home phone number is on here.
We're going to be honored. The mayor of Peekskill is here, Ferdy.
How are you?
Mr. Mayor, can you stand right here? We're taping right now, so come on in, Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
This is Ferdy Aiello. For a dozen years, this is Frank Catalina, the mayor of Peekskill. For a dozen years, he's been running this flea market and it's made it a success. And he has help from the BID. Mr. Mayor, would you like to say a few words to Ferdy and the
Well,
people watching this?
Sure. First, just like to say good morning, everybody, and welcome again back to the city of Peekskill. It's a great thing. It looks a lot better this year, and you have a lot more vendors and a lot more quality things. And we just welcome everybody to come down here. I'm sorry about the weather, but I'm doing my best to try to get this weather. If I can get some cooperation from that council, maybe the weather would
And
cooperate too.
Mr. Mayor, in spite of the overcast weather, look, they have a full house here. And what's great about it is people get bargain price things here. Do you see this hat I'm wearing, Mr. Mayor?
I see that.
It costs $30 or $40 in the store. I got it for a steal here,
What was the steal?
about $5,
stole
and
it.
it's brand new. But yeah, I'm really here to help Mr. Aiella and his flea market.
Yeah, we're so happy that you came here. Where are you guys from?
Well, we've been doing business in Peekskill here for 12. This is our 12th year, and I live local here in Putnam Valley, and we made something happen here to bring people in. We have sponsorship by bid, which I'm grateful for.
Right.
You know, that's been very
And
helpful.
he had a very good friend who owned a store here, a female friend, but unfortunately she passed away, Mr. Mayor.
Right.
So, what was
Yeah, Sue DeGregory. We started this
Oh,
together.
sure, I remember so.
Oh, you knew Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knew Sue. So we're glad to be here, and we're thankful for sponsorship from BID that helped make us a success.
Yeah, I was on the bid, I think, when we started.
Oh,
We
really?
started 2
Yeah,
years
I
ago.
didn't know that.
And
Okay.
we also have the farmers market on Saturday. And
That's a tremendous success also.
So between the farmers market and the flea market, we keep Peekskill busy.
Not
every
only that,
weekend.
the flea market and the farmers market during the day, and then we have Division Street closed at night, pedestrian mall Saturday night into Sunday, and downtown Peekskill is the place to be every weekend, not just specific weekends for festivals, but every weekend there's something going on down here.
And this flea market's open from April to November, Mr. Mayor, for my vast audience on YouTube and 40 different cities that this is.
It seems to be pretty crowded. Are you noticing bigger crowds?
It depends, you know, changes, but we're holding our own.
Down a little bit today, but yeah, every Sunday he gets a tremendous crowd here because people in this economy are looking for a bargain, you know.
Yes, they are. Well, I just want to thank you for inviting me down here today and wish you another happy, successful season.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate
and it's an honor to have you on a Sunday morning that the mayor would
My
take
pleasure.
time out of his busy schedule. Thank
My
you,
pleasure.
Mr. Frank
Sunday's an
Catalina.
off day.
Okay.
But for you, George, you'd always come down and do
Okay,
it.
thank you. Or
right.
for any citizen in Peekskill, right?
Anybody who needs me knows where to get me.
Okay, thank you,
That's
sir.
great.
Good luck to you.
Thank
God
you
bless
very
you all.
much.
I'll see you very
I am now with Olga. What's your last name, Olga?
Contreras.
Contreras. So you speak English, or I aquí si hablo español poco. My name Jorge, as well as George. And you're selling very nice things here, sneakers and hats. Do you handcraft these yourself?
Yes, I made it. I made it. It's a business, family business.
And what country are you from?
I'm Colombian.
And you live in Peekskill, or you just come for the flea market?
I live in Fishkill.
Okay, we wish a fellow Peekskillite good business. And Ferdy, what do you think about this nice vendor you got here?
She's wonderful. She puts quite a bit of work into these things, and she's doing well. New vendor this season,
Okay,
and I'm glad to have her here.
so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'm here with Stephanie.
Yes.
How are you? You're
I'm
from
good.
Colombia originally, or your
Well,
family?
I'm born here. My mother and the rest of my family are actually
And
from
you're here in Peekskill at the flea market,
Yes.
selling handmade crafts,
handmade jewelry. Correct. My aunt makes it from gourd. This is kind of a sample of how she does it. So
right? Is
she,
this your aunt here?
this is actually my mother.
Oh,
Hi, how
hello.
are you?
What's your name?
Fabiola. That's
Oh,
my
ni-
sister.
nice
She's gonna
to-
explain to you.
All right. Your sisters, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you, yes. So,
So it's all pretty much organic. She has to boil the gourd in order to shape it and shave it, and the paints that
oh,
she
your mama
uses.
wants to take a picture, so I'll get over
Oh.
here. So what does she do?
That she has to boil it in order to shape it, and then the paints that she uses organic, and she doesn't use a kiln or an oven or anything to heat it up.
So that's all handmade.
All handmade. She does
Beautiful.
everything. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you
Stephanie.
so much.
We have Ingrid Bergman here with me. No, Ingrid Miller.
Ja,
And
Only
she's-
Müller.
She's German,
Right.
so you sprechen de Deutsch. You're a nice
Yeah.
Fräulein.
Ja.
My wife is Irish and German.
Oh, good.
What do you think of this lovely flea market we have here in
This is a
Peekskill?
very beautiful flea market
And-
because
Why?
I love to come here because you never know what you find.
And it's very reasonably priced, right?
Very reasonably priced,
Now
and you know it's you have antiques here, you have
Collectible.
collectibles, you
Yeah.
have new things, you have
Today
everything.
today I bought a fan for $10, which cost me $50 in the store.
Absolutely, you really save a lot of money when you come here. And-
But I love your accent. It reminds me of my mom, who was of Russian and Czechoslovakian. But I
Oh,
can
I
I can
see.
sense that European accent. And you know what Peekskill needs? We need a festival here, Polish, Russian, and German festival. We have Italian and Irish. What do you think about that?
Yes,
And you have
I would-
beautiful blue-green eyes like my wife. It's a nice talking to
you
you.
are so nice.
I tried to be.
You made my day.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you so much.
All right. I'm now here with one of the vendors, Leon. How you doing, Leon?
Fine, thank you.
How do you like selling here at the flea market in Peekskill?
I really enjoy it. The
I'm-
people are wonderful. I get to make a little money, so it's great.
And I see you got a lot of collectibles
A lot
and
of-
items.
That's
You
right.
even got an alligator belt here, which I
right.
would have bought, but unfortunately I got to do that exercise a bit more. But it's beautiful.
It
And
is.
I heard only $10. I heard in a big
$10.
store a new belt like this would cost 30 or 40 at least.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, Leon, was nice talking to you
Same,
today.
same.
So, what do you think of Ferdy, the guy who runs
He's
this?
great. He's a super person.
Isn't he the
we,
best?
We all love him.
Okay, thank you, Leon.
Okay, thank you.
I have two clients of the flea market here. What is your name, Miss?
Renee Uzo.
Okay. And what is your name, Miss?
Sue Fasulo.
Sue. What do you think of this fine flea market we have in Peekskill, Sue?
I love it.
And what do you think of this guy, Ferdy, who runs the market?
He's great.
Isn't he a great guy?
Yes.
And what do you think of this flea market? we
Yes,
have in-
I love it. Ferdinand's a wonderful gentleman, and
He's
what
all
he's
right.
doing is a great thing for the community.
Right.
It helps bring in
and-
income for people. You're supplying people
Okay, you're
with
starting to sound like a commercial now.
you're supplying people with a service.
At a very reasonable
And
cost.
exactly,
Okay.
and the customers help us You know,
But I can't make this a commercial, so tone it down a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it's a great flea market.
Yes, it
What's
is.
your name again?
Renee Uzo.
Thank you for
Yes.
being on the George Ondek Show. And what's your
thank
name
you.
again?
Sue Fasulo.
Sue, thank you for being on the
Thank
George
you.
Ondek Show. We're at the grand opening of the GNC store in Cortland Manor at the Cortland Manor Shopping Center, and I'm very honored to have the owner,
Ricky Jason.
and his lovely wife.
Yasmin Jason.
And who's this lovely little lady? What's your name? What's her name?
Malia Jason.
Malia. Cortland really welcomes you to your business here in Cortland Manor, and we're also honored to have today Miss Sandy Galiff, our state assemblywoman. And Sandy, I'm going to step aside a minute, and I'm going to let you take over and welcome these two fine people. I think you have a little experience. I'll stand over here. I'm the event planner for this.
Thank you so very much, first for letting me come and on this very special occasion, and we wish you so much good success in the community, and you're here with a wonderful store to make us healthier, keep our weight down, make our lives longer, and it's just really great. So we want to welcome you here in the town center, and we know you do well, and just our congratulations to you for coming to the community and being a great part of it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you want to add anything else?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, let me have
Is that
the
good?
mic. And again, this is George Ondek. It's part of the grand opening of the GNC store, and we really wish Yasmin and her husband Ricardo great success here in Cortland. We know you're going to do great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And tomorrow we're going to be, or later today, we're going to be honored by the town supervisor, Linda Puglisi, who is also going to honor you, and several other elected officials.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be doing one of my Slice of Life shows, a grand opening of a new business in Cortland Manor, and we're very honored today to have the town supervisor of Cortland with us, Linda Puglisi.
Thank you, George, and thank you so much to Jasmine and to Ricky for inviting me here for the grand opening of the GNC, which is located in the Cortland Town Center, right in the area next to the post office and to Five Guys and the bank, and Walmart's is right to our left. So it's a thriving mall, Cortland Town Center, and you will add to that. And we're so delighted that you are located in our Cortland Town Center in our wonderful Cortland community.
And today I'm only the event planner, Linda.
All right.
So I'm going to let you take over
okay.
as part of the ribbon cutting ceremony, and I will move over to the side.
It's very exciting. Could you tell us a little bit, Ricky, about the GNC store and what you have inside?
Basically, we cover a whole array of health nutrition for kids, adults, the weekend warrior, every single clientele you think we cover, helping people live a healthier, better lifestyle, and it's a beautiful community. The store just fits. Being here, it's an honor, and to see all the great people that lives around in Cortland that comes in, and that they're so excited that we're here, and I wish we had done this sooner. But it's a great fit for everyone. Thank you.
Well, it is a wonderful fit for our community. And Jasmine, when people come in, I'm sure you can give them some advice on some of the vitamins and the nutritional supplements that you have here.
Well, yes, I'm currently still in training, but my husband, who has 15 years of experience with GNC, he gives the best advice that he can to every single client that comes into our store, because it's about giving them what they need. And we want them to continuously come back to our location.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And each individual, of course, has their own needs, and it's terrific that you have all this experience so that you can assist people, your clients, your customers, when they come in.
Yeah, I was actually a regional for Midtown, Upper Manhattan, the Bronx, Westchester. I overseed over 150 employees. I was training employees, teaching them the system. When customer comes in, the way, how they should interact, how to ask lifestyle questions, how to find the right products that's good for that customer, and so forth.
And thank you to you, George, for you supporting our local businesses and our veterans also.
And today is D-Day,
That's
too,
right.
and we'll take a 10-second moment of silence to honor our deceased veterans from Normandy.
70 years ago.
Yep, 1944, June 6th. Okay. Again, I want to thank you, Linda, for coming by. I know you have a proclamation here for Mr. and Mrs. J. Singh.
Yes, we do have a proclamation. This is the official proclamation, Ricky and Jasmine, from the Town of Cortland government, from the town board, and from the community. My colleagues on the town board are Richard Becker, Deborah Costello, Frank Farrell, and Seth Freach. On the grand opening of your GNC business, we welcome you to the Town of Cortland and wish you continued success with your new endeavor. Congratulations. Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And now the ribbon cutting, right? George, you have a drum? We need a drum.